The thing is, won't a lot of your work be stalled anyway because of the strike?
It has not affected us yet.
You just got a lot
Because,
of
well,
recordings
like
in
voice
reserve or something?
actors. Well,
Yeah.
voice actors. There are lots of different contracts, and apparently, their specific contract is unaffected by the strike right now.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought voice
So,
actors were going
but
into.
I don't know if that will change. I mean, they're under SAG, but I guess some of those. I mean, I don't fully understand it, but that's just what they said. They're like, well, they're under like a contract that's unaffected. So as far as I know, we're okay for now. So do you control that thing with a thumbstick?
No, you just have to avoid it.
Because right now it looks like you're standing still and it's just circling around you.
Well, if you avoid it successfully twice, then it can't quite pin down where you are, and so then it tries to
Oh.
circle around you. So it's just a matter of fine control, but you have to dodge. Nope. See, like I'm sometimes it's not working.
I like your helmet.
There we go. I don't remember what this armor does.
It
This
looks like
is
a goat.
gives an extra roll, 585 health, minus 40% artifact
Wow.
cooldown. That's why I have it. It's a minus 40%
Oh,
artifact
man.
cooldown. So artifacts take almost half as long to recharge,
That's pretty sweet.
which means I can do this more often to boost.
Ah! So what is that artifact that does that?
That is the Enchanter's Tome.
Okay. I don't have that. I don't recall. I'm sure I had it at some point, but I don't remember that one. Swoosh, swoosh. I love that I tricked out my scythe. Not only does it slow enemies down with its cold, it also sets them on fire. It makes sense. Don't think about it too much.
Should we just go ahead and start a mission? Then Fox should join us when he's ready.
Yeah. Might as well.
So I've got stuff in the blacksmith, man. It needs to be done.
Let's get it taken care of. Does the difficulty tweak for how many people there are?
It should, yeah. This is my power is 50, but team power is 47.
My
But
power, I think I'm at 47.
the recommended power is at 51, so that would probably just slaughter us. So let's not do that one.
Maybe not.
Recommended power.
I'm sorry, I'm so weak.
45. Here we go. This one worked.
That's better.
Oops. No, there we go. It always seems like it cancels out as soon as you guys hit accept. It's very strange.
A harsh welcome
This place looks
awaits you in
spooky.
the nether wastes.
Well, it's another,
Ruins and relics keep you company as you
Oh
race
god,
to
it's one of
escape
those
the seemingly
Bernie
endless
things.
sprawl.
Oh,
You'll
why am
need
I
to keep
listening to
your
this?
wits about you.
Let's go, Golem! Whee!
But the story's super important. You might miss
Very,
something.
very important
You
story.
may not understand
Oh
why
my
you're
God.
defeating all these people. Jeez, those pigs hit hard. Dang nether pigs.
Goodness gracious. Oh yeah,
Yeah, gotta remember. Have your abilities.
yeah. Fight each other. Fight each other.
Don't stand on the glowing blocks of doom. That kind of makes sense.
Gotta love those vines. They're so great.
Oh, wrong way.
So it's so quiet.
Why have the music shut off, assuming there's actually any music at all? Direct bow. Bow. Oh, it's a crap bow. It's garbage.
I'm so glad they just die after their charm wears off.
Can't do too much of that. There we go. That was better. Not sure why I did that.
Yeah.
Are we opening
It
chests?
looked like something was. Did we save something?
It almost looked like that should have been a save, but then it exploded, and that seems bad. Like, we definitely don't want things we open to explode, right? Or do we?
Yeah, our enchanted dudes just fought it. I don't know. I don't know. What have you been playing on your own lately?
Well, I just started Dragon Quest XI. So that's going to be a huge...
Oh man, I never finished that game. Shamefully.
Well,
I
it is
got
huge.
really far. It got really, really far, and then I don't remember why I stopped. Usually it's because something else came out that I was more interested in. So I'm guessing that's what happened. Ah!
And of course, I'm still playing Tears of the Kingdom, because that will never ever stop.
No, it will not. What part are you at? Alright,
Well,
what have you been up to in that game?
I just finished the Wind Temple, and I was about to go to the Pirates, where I just saw the pirate ship on the horizon.
Oh yeah. Get those pirates.
I was kind of hoping they'd be pirates like in Oracle of Ages, but that's probably too much to hope for.
I have not played Oracle of
Oh, no?
Ages or Seasons. I
I don't know if it holds up. There's a streamer I was
never-
watching. You could not finish it. Like, she got
Oh.
like 80% through Oracle of Seasons and hit a soft lock and just couldn't progress.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Yeah. Like, it was fun while it was happening, but, you know, then the soft lock happened.
I was never really into handheld gaming until probably the 3DS. So I missed the handheld ones for the most part.
Well, and back in the day, remember there was a little slot you could get for the Super Nintendo, where you could play any of your handheld games on the TV.
Definitely didn't have that. Whew.
Just Sword. That's all. Just Sword.
I know that's like so uninteresting. Sword.
Not Sword of Power, Sword of Woogie Woo, anything. No, it's just Sword.
I want the sword of Woogie Woo. Oh, I can't charm these big boys.
No, I think that's
They're
what
too
the
strong.
aura is basically, yeah, they're just too big. Cannot be done.
Eat my vines. Yeah, I finished Final Fantasy, and I'm almost done with Persona 4 Golden.
So, how do you think Persona 4 holds up after Persona 5? Do you think, like,
I mean,
it's
I like
a step
5
down, or-
better. It's 5 is just so good. Not that 4 is bad, it's not. But it's also, it's like the game's technically like 15 years old. It originally came out in 2008, and then Golden was 2011 or 12, which there's not like any crazy, it's not like the graphics got updated or anything like that.
I mean,
things
no,
are
you can definitely tell
sharper.
the difference graphically between 4 and 5. Like, I just
Oh,
saw
yeah,
something
yeah.
like 4.
Yeah. So I definitely prefer 5. The 4 has some stuff that I appreciate, like the social links, which is what the confidants are in 5. Like those I don't feel as pressured to finish them because they don't have bonuses. Only the teammates have bonuses. Like the rest of them, it's just for story and being able to make more fuse more personas from that arcana.
Yeah, I guess if you were going like Persona, gotta capture them all type of thing, you definitely want to get all of that.
Yeah.
But if you don't care, then
Which I really didn't. So I like that about 5 is, I mean, that does give you more pressure to finish, more confidants, but you get like bonuses for doing them, which is cool. Something that 4 has that I like is after you're done with a battle, it starts, not always, but it'll often start this mechanic called shuffle time, which you get dealt like these cards, and all the cards have bonuses on them. So sometimes you'll get a card that's how you get your personas too. It's like instead of negotiating with them like you do in 5, you just draw a card and you just get them. But some of the cards have recover some HP or, get more experience or get more money, which is cool. And then there are other cards that will give you like half experience, but it'll let you draw more cards. And then there's if you draw all the cards after a round, because it gives you between like 3 and 6 cards, and if you manage to draw all of them, you'll get a sweet bonus, which means the next time you get a shuffle time, you get to draw more cards. So it's it's a fun mechanic. I'm not gonna explain it very well. Zach's much better at that than me.
well, but sadly, a game he probably never played because of the time mechanic in it.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see because he was talking about something in Persona 3 which I haven't played, but they're doing a complete remake of that game. So I'm interested to see if they'll adjust that.
Yeah, Persona 5 is on PS Plus Premium, so I'm tempted to do that I was tempted to do that as my next turn base, but then Dragon Quest was right there.
Did you get the freebie games when you got your PS5?
Yeah, I got the God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, all the.
Because Persona was part of that, but that was also one of the first.
That might be why I have it.
Yeah, it was part of that.
But was it the Royal Edition or was it the
No,
regular one?
it was the regular one. Kill each other! Good job, friends! Now die!
Just fall right over. Oh, well, the Ender Gate's broken, so we're not going that way.
Aw. I want to play Dave the Diver, but I also want it to be on Switch.
Doesn't it seem like a Switch game? Like, it definitely seems like
it will be.
Okay, it will be. Okay, when?
They just haven't figured... They don't know when yet. They're just like, we plan to put it on Switch, but I guess they're still tweaking, like, the PC version. It sounds like it became much more popular than they anticipated.
Okay, I thought it said to go through
it's like,
here.
get out of here!
Oh, no, it's over here. Okay. That's weird. Okay, so these
Get away
guys
from
burn
me.
you. That's what's going on. And the cages spawn the flame guys, which is why we want to destroy them.
Oh, okay. That's no good. Aw, they love me. Okay, bye.
So you see Baldur's Gate does cross saves?
Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was going to be cross-play, but it's not, so...
I mean, with cross saves, it's only one step away from crossplay, right? I mean, I guess I don't know how that
Yeah,
actually
but
works.
I don't know. It's like, I don't plan on owning it twice.
No, just thinking that would make it so that Fox doesn't have to pay for it twice. Though that may already be too late.
I mean, I think he was very willing. I mean, he got the PC one early access. I was like, no, I am not doing that. I mean, I'm happy that it's doing well, and I want the success for them and everything. But I don't know. I've been burned by that kind of thing before, so I'm like, I'm not doing that again. I will wait until it's done. As my friend who did early access, he was like, "Yeah, I'll get back to it someday. I've already played through the first act like 30 times."
Well, and that was why
like, well,
I didn't do it either. Because
I was like, "Yeah, well, that was your mistake then, wasn't it?"
Yeah, because it's way too easy to do that exact thing. It's like, oh yeah, I'll just play through it 15 times and get totally bored of it before it's even out.
Do you have any thoughts about what kind of class you want to play?
I was thinking cleric. It seems
Okay.
like the group's gonna need a healer, especially Lynn's. Just thinking about how many times she died as the tank last time in Divinity Original Sin.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't have like strong feelings. So I'm more than willing to be like, what does everybody else want to play? I will fill gaps. But I definitely want to be a dragon. So, which I think lends itself to a sorcerer pretty well, so that's an option.
That makes sense, yeah, Dragon Blood.
I also kind of want to be a bard, but I'm playing this with you guys and then my best friend as well. So I might be a bard with her and be a sorcerer with you or something like that.
Well, you could always multi-class too, right? So, like, you could be a bard sorcerer.
Can you? I mean, I guess it wouldn't surprise me. I just haven't read anything about it.
There are multi-class. There's optimal paths you can take, but it won't matter too much. Like, we'll just make sure we don't choose a difficult setting where it actually matters too much.
I wonder if we'll start playing slightly longer sessions. Like, I feel like the only reason we stopped playing so late is when I went to Texas. I was like, guys, I can't. It's 2 hours later here. I'm really sleepy. And then when I came back, we just kept stopping at like 9.
Well, so that
And
started it, but then Lynn's starts to fade around 9 o'clock anyway.
Yeah.
So, don't think it's totally good.
It's fine. I just, this game is already going to be very long, so now it's going to take us that much longer to beat it if we're only playing once a week for 2 hours at a time. But that's okay. It'll last us for a good long while. I didn't really get any interesting gear.
No, it was all kind of so-so. I wonder if
I
maybe...
got sword.
Yeah, sword was really the most disappointing. Ooh, let's not go into the water again. Let's not do that.
Ooh, I got a power bow. That sounds kind of cool.
I mean, it sounds neat.
It's... Oh, I got the updraft tome. 168 up to 505 range damage. Damn.
Yeah, it'll grab basically everybody around you, so, like, it can be a mass AoE, but you do need to go into mobs to do it. So it's a little dangerous.
Maybe later. I like the bow I have right now.
Okay, it says return all the Eyes of Ender to the stronghold, but I don't actually see where the Eyes of Ender are supposed to be. Let's try the daily trial.
Yeah. The jungle.
orb of dominance may have shattered.
Okay, so we collect lots of souls, and we have the soul speed enchantment. Basically, the more souls we get, the faster we can attack.
Look at those spooky plants. Spooky plants. Alright. Let's go, Golem.
Yeah, these are the guys with the knockback.
Ah.
I think it's the...
Come
Yeah,
on, pumpkin.
it's nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Wow, look at all those souls. Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Those gorillas hit hard. Those plant gorillas.
Oh my god, there's so many. Holy
Yeah,
shit, hang on.
the poison is also going to be a little bit of a problem. When the poison vials initially explode, they do knock back a little bit. It's funny I'm still absorbing souls. Even though I'm dead, my body's still absorbing souls.
Oh my god, you fuckers.
Yeah, it's because night has arrived. You're gonna have a heck of a time. Do you have the totem?
Ah, fuck. They were very relentless.
Oh, and we're just right here then. Okay.
Easy peasy.
Oh, because there's a spawner. There was a spawner right there. That's why. So it was really bad, and then also it spawns.
Super bad.
Yeah, there's spawners all over this level. Which I guess it says right there on the description of the level.
These cubes break into smaller cubes.
I don't see another spawner, so we might be okay.
Oh gosh.
or
Oh my
not.
goodness.
For Thud, I was using that body. Now it's broken.
What's up, Siren? So many souls. It's too bad I don't use any soul anything right now.
Well, the soul speed enchantment is on us both, so it still helps.
God, all these enemies.
Yeah, it's the spawner. The spawners are absolutely insane. Ooh, that hurts too. Put that up.
What is this, like a Muso game?
You know, I'm a higher level, and I'm still getting knocked down more than you are. Oh, and knocked away.
Oh my god. Hooray. Thank God for my charm ability.
Oh, there's a spawner right here.
Oh, okay. Alright,
There we
alright.
go. And spawners here. There we go. And then spawners here, of course. There.
Get out of here. A kitty!
Kill the ocelot.
Oh no.
There. I forget what they give you in Minecraft. There's a reason to kill them on the regular. But I think that might be a mod. There's like a mod that gives you powers depending on what animals you take out.
Oh, but I don't want to kill the kitties. That seems not nice.
Okay, there's gotta be a spawner in here somewhere.
God, these gorilla plants. Oh my goodness. Whew.
It's actually kind of hard to see what's going on because of all the souls.
There we go. Get out of here, spawners. Now I know what I'm looking for.
Oh, we have to go north.
Them yelling is funny. Cat, sit down. Sit down, you doofus. Ouchie.
Yeah, those gorillas are just nonsense.
I don't know why it suggested it to me, but my YouTube algorithm gave me a video today that was a streamer that was playing Turok, the N64 game.
Oh wow, that's a blast
And I
from
was
the
like,
past.
fuck yes, I loved this game. I wasn't very good at it, but I very much liked it. I don't know why.
And it's a
I
great
played the-
concept.
I played the crap out of that game when it came out. And I got so not necessarily good at it, but I played it so much that the first level, I could shoot into the fog and kill things because I knew where they were coming from because I played it so many times. But I definitely wasn't. It'd be interesting to play it again today and see if I would be better at it. That was like probably my first FPS game.
So there's the new one, not Turok, but there's a new one about mechs and dinosaurs, basically. That I totally forget the name of right now. But it just came out like...
Is that
wanna say,
Exoprimal?
Yes, that's it. That's totally it. But it seems like if you like Turok, it might be like right up your alley.
You know, I'm not sure if I would like it as... I don't know if it was just like, back then there weren't as many games, I didn't have as many options, I didn't have, my own expendable income. It was just like a game that my parents... I don't even know how my parents bought us that game. Like, I didn't really make my own gaming decisions until I was a teenager. And even then, it's not, I basically had to do Christmas gift requests where it's just like, oh, I want this game for Christmas because I didn't have money. And I remember really, because I liked the first one, and I really, really wanted Turok 2 for Christmas. And that same year is when Ocarina of Time came out. And my mom, I had requested Turok 2, and I guess she had seen it in a magazine or who knows where. But she was like, oh, this other game is coming out that's supposed to be really, really good. And I didn't really care. I was just kind of like, oh, yeah, sure, whatever. But I want Turok. So she got me both games. And
of course, you never touched Turok because you were playing Ocarina.
So I played Turok 2 first. And then as I was going through it, I was like, man, I really don't like this one as much as I did the other one. And yeah, and then I started playing Ocarina of Time. And I was like, holy shit, this game is amazing. Like the fact that you could cut signs and cut grass, and I was like, this is, oh my god, mind blown. Oh, another button. Oh, another button. Just keeps going.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And bad guys. Thanks for lining up, bad guys. That was easy.
Holy crapola!
Here, you can go in there with superpowers.
God, that scream is ridiculous.
Okay, there's another button down here. That should open the top one up there. There you go.
Get out of here. now what? More bad guys.
Do you just charm all the cubes? Oh, most of the cubes.
Most
okay,
of
not
them.
all of them. Yeah.
Most of them. I picked up. What did I pick up? Fighter's bindings. Turbo punches.
Yeah, but the spiders don't hit hard in this game, though. So, like, why weren't they using that power before?
Oh no, a vine maze. That sounds bad.
Doesn't it, though? Doesn't it sound like the absolute worst?
Sounds awful.
I don't want to go to a vine maze. Don't make me go to the vine maze.
Have you done any of the mazes in Tears of the Kingdom?
So I tried, and then I instantly was killed by Gloom Hands. So
Oh god, yeah, those
I have
things.
to figure out a way past Gloom Hands first, and then I can figure out how to do the mazes. But I hear the mazes are great.
I like that they're kind of like multi-part quests. That's neat. Have you defeated a Gloom Hands?
I did it by accident in one of the ruins, and I don't know what I did. I'm sure I was very clever, but I can't figure out what it was that I did different there, so I'll have to figure it out.
I feel like that's one of the few enemies that really the best solution is just excessive force.
I can see that, yeah.
For me, I mean, I'm sure there are other ways to do it, but I was just like bomb arrows, bomb arrows, bomb arrows.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a ton of bombs. I have to go back in the depths. I haven't been back to the depths since I found the Yiga Temple, and I really need to just go back.
Do you have the ability to like track stuff with your Pura pad?
Track stuff. You mean the regain stuff you built before? That kind of stuff?
If you do enough of like Robbie's quest line, because you don't remember you could do that in Breath of the Wild where you could take a picture of something and then track it down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do the same thing, but you just have to do enough stuff for Robbie first.
Okay.
Which is, there was a point where I was like, I need a lot of bombs, so I took a picture of one and it just started having it hunt them down. Somebody online also pointed out that they tend to grow around certain trees in the depths. So if you like identify that kind of tree, you can also find them easier that way.
If only you could actually be a botanist in the game and actually like determine what the trees were. Because if you could take a picture of the trees and have them tracked down that way, that'd be good.
Well, there are definitely only so many in the depths. There's like 3 or 4 distinct, like, this is like this kind of tree, and this tree has like these knobs on the base.
That's true.
So after a while, I was like, oh, the bombs are always around. I forget which tree it is, but they're always around this kind of tree. God, so many little souls. They're everywhere.
But that there'd be a secret door or something, but I don't know where we're supposed to be going. It says south, but
Oh, yeah. What the?
hold on,
Maybe
it's
we
down
need
on
to
the
go-
D-pad. Down on the D-pad says it's around, so we got to wrap around
Oh.
because we missed an area.
Oops.
I don't understand people that can have that map up all the time.
It's already a huge distraction.
Right? Okay, so let's keep going. So that's probably who's casting the vines at us right now. They're probably in here.
Those jerks, let's kill them.
Hey, there's a chest.
That's a fancy looking chest.
It looks kind of like a soul chest. I really expected it to take its souls or something, but it didn't.
Hunter's armor.
But it's still not the thing we want. It's still down somewhere. Somehow. There's another route we can go if we do right-hand rule. If we go this way.
Is that not where we came from?
It's kind of where we came from, but there's like a side passage off to the right we didn't go.
No. Bad spawner. Bad spawner.
It's like down this way.
Oh, I forgot the whole reason I brought up Turok is because these gorilla plants remind me of enemies from that game.
Man, I only rented Turok from Blockbuster back in the day. I don't think I
God,
ever...
I remember those days.
You remember when you could rent a game?
Yeah.
Can you even do anything like that anymore? Can you rent? I mean, there's demos, but that's not quite the same thing.
I think Redbox has games you can rent.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no, you're right. It's totally a Redbox thing. Wow, that gorilla just pummeled me to death. Thank you.
Whew. Yeah, I think I rented... I didn't rent a ton of games, but I think I rented Super Mario Sunshine like 3 different times before I was like, I should probably just fucking buy this game.
Right. You're spending so much time on or so much money on the rental. Yeah, but then, like, that's some of the, like you, I couldn't make all my gaming decisions, right? I didn't have any money. So. Exploding crossbow? Okay. So, like, I missed out on something. It's like I never played Super Mario RPG. I had to rent.
Well, you're gonna get your chance.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to it. But, like, the first Paper Mario, I never played, because I just could only rent it, and I only rented it the once, and then for some reason disappeared from Blockbuster.
I have not actually played the first one either. I played Mario RPG, missed the first Paper Mario, and then played Thousand Year Door.
I mean, Thousand Year Door was pretty good.
Yeah, it's like, I think a lot of people, as far as the Paper Mario series, everyone's like, yeah, that's the best one.
You try Origami King?
I did, it was fine.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I heard. That's why
I really
didn't,
miss they just like, I can respect that they want to try different mechanics and stuff, but at the same time I'm like, just make another goddamn RPG, quit fucking with it, like, quit doing the, like the sticker star, like, quit doing these weird, like, okay, yeah, you keep trying new things, and like, really, it was still the best when you did more traditional turn-based stuff, so let's go back to that, huh?
Yeah, it seems like, okay, yes, it works to re-release a lot of the old ones, that's fine, but, like, maybe you'll also need to find out, like, why people like the old ones better than your new stuff. Like, it seems like that might be worth an investigation.
Like, do some people find old school, like, turn-based RPGs like too time consuming? I know I've known some people like that where they're not a fan of turn-based combat. I mean, and that turn-based combat doesn't bother me.
I mean, I actually prefer turn-based combat. Then
I kind of like being, I can stop and like think about it.
Yeah. And there's something to an action game, and I love an action game, but I like also just being able to say, hold on a minute. Let me think about this for a minute or two while I reason out what the best possible tactical option could be. And then die anyway.
God, this place is really
this place
big.
is huge, yeah.
Pow.
Oh, neat. My buff also goes to some of your maid friends too.
Ah! Oof.
Jeez, how long does that
So
much
many,
go?
so many cubes.
I can't take it anymore. I can't see anything. It's all the damn souls. Oh, leveled up. That's cool.
So many gelatinous cubes.
There we go. We're out.
Oh, phew. Stop it. Knock it off with the poison, you guys.
Oh,
Oof, oof, oof.
I think a creeper got me, but I'm not exactly sure what it was. There is a creeper coming up on you.
Oh, crap. Hang on.
Yeah, I think there's no more creepers. I think you're okay.
Oh, ow. Rude.
Thank you.
I can shoot
Hey.
an arrow too, buddy.
Got an achievement for poisoning mobs. Didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, that works. Okay. The guy with the poison throwables needs to go away. I think there's a spawner right behind
I don't
him,
like
too.
him.
Yep, there it is. Oh, an Enderman.
Oof, oof, oof.
Now roll out of the way. Nope. Couldn't do it.
Bad Enderman.
There's another spawner over there. Oh, two of them have been. Okay, they don't like me right now. You can go ahead and chase me for a little bit. Spawners are down.
Yeah, get out of here. Oh, gosh. Whee!
Yeah, that plus the soul speed is an interesting combo.
Ah,
The green, I think, is fine to walk through. It's the purple poison you need to be careful of. The
What's
green is
the-
me, basically. The green
Okay.
is my poison. Ow! Fell off the edge of the world. Probably for the best.
man, these things have a lot of health.
I have no idea who's casting these vines. You think you'd be able to see them by now.
Or the forest just doesn't want us here.
I suppose that's reasonable. We are killing a lot of things in here.
All of the residents. Oh yeah, well nobody else is here to tell this to, but I'm going to be on the HOA board of my complex.
Well, it's better than somebody insane being on it, so congratulations.
I mean, I'm hopefully it goes well. I have to admit I was selfishly motivated. It's mostly born from how frustrated I am about the courtyard situation. But apparently that is also, there's some progress being made, so that's good.
So what's wrong with the courtyard? So it's
That, oh my god, have I not bitched about that enough?
I don't think so. I don't think I've heard about the courtyard at all.
So the courtyard in my complex is the building is a little over 20 years old. It was built in 2002, and the courtyard is original to the building. And for some reason, when this building was built, they used this kind of slate material for the courtyard, which is, I mean, maybe at the time they thought it would be fine, but it's really not worn very well. And it's chipping, and that's the disrepair of the courtyard is the primary reason, from what we can tell, that my condo keeps flooding.
Ah, okay.
So the courtyard basically needs to be torn up and redone. And ideally, when they do that, my unit will not flood anymore, which is, you know, is desirable.
Won't that be nice?
So they've been talking about redoing the courtyard for a while, and my neighbor, who she is nice to me, and I do not have an issue with her, but she does seem to be a little bit of that kind of not nosy neighbor, but she's just kind of like the grouchy neighbor, like nobody can do anything right kind of person.
Okay.
Like she doesn't have an issue with me. Like we actually commiserate a little bit because her unit actually floods regularly as well. Like but anyway, she told me when I first started talking to her, she was like, "Oh, they've been saying they're going to fix the courtyard for years and it hasn't been done yet." So I was like, "Oh God," that made me a little nervous because she's lived here a lot longer than me. So I was like, crap, have they been saying this whole time and like nobody's ever doing anything about it?
I mean, maybe it was the reason why the original owners left.
Well, this place, whoever owned this before, they didn't actually live here.
Oh, okay.
They rented it out. But anyway, so when they had an HOA meeting yesterday, and it does sound like they are going to, oh God, duck. It does sound like they are working on fixing it, like in earnest. They've had like plans pulled. They're getting it surveyed. They're gonna work on getting permits. But you know, because unfortunately all this stuff does take a lot of time, it doesn't sound like they will be able to work on it before the upcoming rainy season. So unfortunately, I will have to suffer through another winter of potential
Discontent.
water damage. I mean, hopefully, like I know, you know, because of climate change, like it's not gonna get like amazingly better, but I do hope that at least last year was like just a particularly ugly year, and that will not necessarily be that rainy every year. But it sounds like, you know, if all goes well, I only have to suffer through one more winter like that, and then it should be fixed.
And so you're going to be on the board to pretty much make sure that happens.
Yeah, kind of. And I don't know. I am. You know, I do live here, so I'd like to know more about this complex and like how they're maintaining it and what have you. I'm invested. Yeah, I can't believe I hadn't mentioned that. I mean, man, last winter was just the fucking pits. My condo flooded like 4 or 5 different times.
Oh, here I thought it was just one long flood. Was it actually 4 separate instances?
So yeah, it was separate. Like it would rain, and water would come in. I'd have to, you know, fight that by using like towels and chamois and mops and stuff, and then the water would keep coming in as long as it rained. And I have a theory that this is because it rained so often and so frequently that the ground never really got to dry out, and so water would just it seemed like every subsequent rain it took less and less time for the water to come in. So anyway, the water would come in, I'd deal with it, and then I'd call the management company, and I was like, my place flooded. Can you please send somebody out here to, basically a water damage company would come out and bring out like dehumidifiers and fans and what have you, and dry everything up. And I did that. Yeah, I did that like 4 times. I mean, my dad is still, to this day, he's like, they should be replacing like your flooring and yada yada. And I'm like, Dad, I mean, I agree with you, but they're not gonna do that. Like, they're just not. Unless, if they come in and deem like that the flooring is ruined. But so far, because I have a vinyl flooring, it is held up to the water very well, which I guess I'm grateful for. So at least the floor is not ruined. But I don't think it's also like not affected by the water at all. Like, I think there's been a small amount of warping underneath, but not enough that it's like noticeably damaged. Home ownership, super fun. I mean, I'm happy here. Other than like the flooding issue, I'm like where I live. It's a quiet building. So it's just the flooding that's been a pain in the butt. And once they fix the courtyard, that should be dealt with.
For the corrupting shard lies deep.
So they just need to put like proper draining in the courtyard, or?
Yeah, I believe when they tear it up, like the drains will get redone and that kind of thing.
Doesn't the courtyard sit right above your parking lot?
Yes.
So when the courtyard floods, how is your parking lot not flooded?
Well, I mean, it's like the parking lot's underground, so there's drains. There's drains in the courtyard, and the drains go wherever. It doesn't come into the parking lot.
Oh.
I'm not an engineer. I don't know how it works.
It just seems odd, that's all.
I mean, when you go down there, there's like tons of pipes and stuff, so it's, I'm sure some of those are drains that go somewhere.
I mean, it would have to.
But yeah, I basically the first year I lived here, the place flooded once, and it was right before. It was literally like a week before I was going home to Texas for a couple months. And God, I'd only lived here for like 4 months, and I was doing some work during the day, and it was like the first big rain of the year, and my buddy down the street was like, how's your place holding up with the rain? And I was like, oh, it's been great, it's fine. And then like an hour after that, I go out into my living room, and there's just a big pool of water in the corner of the living room, and I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? And so like I dry it out and clean it up and everything, and then I did contact maintenance because I was like, there's just like a fucking pool of water in here for some reason. And they were gonna send somebody out to assess it, and unfortunately just bad timing. Like the guy they were gonna send out, the day he was gonna come out, he had some kind of outpatient procedure done. And when he called me, he was like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I thought I was gonna be able to come out, but I just, after this, I think he got like some skin taken off, something not major, but
skin taken off.
Like when they remove like melanoma or whatever.
Yeah.
It's not super major, but he was just like, I'm just not feeling super great, so I can't do it today. And I was like, well, I'm actually leaving tomorrow, so I won't be here anymore. And he was just like, oh, well, just give me a call when you come back. And then that was 2 months later, and by then, like, it had not rained again. It wasn't a particularly wet winter, so it was kind of out of sight, out of mind. I was just like, oh, whatever. It was like a one-time thing. And then the next, last winter was obviously much, much worse. And that's when I realized, I'm like, oh no, this is a chronic problem, whatever's going on. So yeah, I kept I kept politely complaining to management because I'm like, I'm not gonna let this rest. And because I live in like a multi-family building, it's not, if I were living in a house, obviously I could call like a contractor and be like, fucking let's fix this right now. But, living in a multi-family dwelling, like that has to be worked out with like management / the HOA.
Right.
And that was because like, again, living in a place like this, if like my toilet breaks, that's on me and I just call a plumber. But because the water was coming from the outside, I'm like, that is not my fault. Like, you guys got to fix that. And man, one of my neighbors, I like him, but for some reason, he was suggesting, he's like, maybe just take care of it yourself. And I was like, fuck that. Like, it's not my fault that the courtyard is falling apart and water is coming in. Oh, just one? Come on. I demand more friends. But on the plus side, some pictures I got framed are ready, and so I can go pick them up this weekend. Hooray! And I can hang them up. House decorating, woohoo! Oh. Look at all these guys.
That is a lot of dudes.
Darren. Yeah, shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot each other. Aw, he's happy you rescued him.
And then I'm pretty sure I accidentally blew him up, but I'm sure he's fine.
He's still he's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, you have a hammer now.
Well, it looked so good when you were doing it. I think maybe it doesn't have the reach I want, but it's still pretty good, and the shockwave occasionally does work out.
I can't remember what I upgraded mine with. Yeah, get out of here.
Don't
I fell.
want no creepers.
Aw, it makes little fireworks.
It's one of the artifacts I have, but it's got a real slow cooldown. Okay, fire on the hole.
Get out of here. Oh, he fell in the water. A sheep.
Sorry, but my hammer does not discriminate. Sheep or illager, it does not matter. They all die the same. I thought your golem was a bad guy.
It's easy. That's easy to do. Oh, creepy creeps. Oh, I forgot these things make that noise. The creepers, I can make the creepers love me. Awesome! Ooh, gather friendly mobs using the love medallion, a weekly challenge.
Oh.
That's the one and only time that'll ever happen.
Just randomly.
By total fluke.
There are a lot of creepers in this area. Like, that is a lot of creepers. On the wind, we only got one.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Skeleton,
A skeleton horseman. Oh my god.
Oh,
my
wow.
god. That went very poorly.
Yeah, the creepers chased us down. It was all bad. Alright. Take two. Let's time with the feeling.
It'd be funny if I could charm them against each other, but no.
Well, I dropped them into the river, which may have been a mistake. They can't get to us, though, I don't think. I just don't have very many ranged options here. Ah, there we go. That was easy.
Got him.
How about this guy? There we go. Super simple.
Alright.
Totally cheesed.
Easy peasy.
I'm not above some cheese.
Love cheese. I like a good cheese plate.
Charcuterie board? Or does that have too much meat?
Yeah, I like that too. That's also good.
Okay, it seems like the horseman should have been... Oh, now it's spiders. Horseman should have been the...
Now spiders.
The boss.
Make the spiders love me. Fight your brethren.
Oh, that was a bad fire placement. Okay. Just cannot seem to throw TNT for the life of me. Sure, be invisible. Make them all chase me instead. Possibly go wrong.
I'm being sneaky.
Well, not that sneaky. They
Get
got
out
you.
of here. I got boots of swiftness.
Oh, good. That's why I chose this mission. So if we free more villagers, our shop gets better.
Hell yeah. Oh, the villagers just ninja vanish.
Champion Vindicator?
Does that wind spell kill them, or just damage them?
It can kill if they're low enough. It'll work.
Hey, supplies.
We've only got one lost villager.
There he is. Oh, I heard it. I heard something.
I can almost kind of sort of tell which ones are yours and which ones are theirs, but
I don't think you can hit the ones that are mine.
well, their health bar changes
Either.
too. Their health bar changes from red to green.
No friendly fire. Woo!
So that's an option we'll have to consider in Baldur's Gate. Do we turn friendly fire on?
I mean, no.
That's fair. There's going to be a lot of AoE effects. It just makes the game harder, in my opinion. But I would do it if you guys wanted to do it.
Yeah, I guess I'd be willing. I mean, shit, that's that's how typically we play in D&D. You gotta.
That's
Keep
true. You got to
them-
place your fireball
Keep them,
correctly.
AOE. Keep them AOE's away from your buds, or cones, or whatever.
Right.
Stay out of the orange, as my friend used to say.
You used to play a lot of Guild Wars, because that's where I remember that from.
Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, okay. Same idea.
They use the same thing.
Yep.
They're what do you call that? What's the word for when you see the projected area?
I don't know, telegraphing their attack. I don't remember. What
Yeah, telegraphing. Thank
yeah.
you. That's the word I couldn't think of. Yeah, he was. He would piss me off sometimes because he'd be like, "Sarah, stay out of the orange," and I'm like, "I know, but I'm a fucking dragoon. I'm up in their face. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm not perfect. I fuck up sometimes. I'm sorry." And at the same time, I'm like, "You're the healer. Do your goddamn job."
That's right. I mean, face tinking is a thing. Like, sometimes you just gotta do it.
Yeah, the two guys I played with, like, one was the one who would yell at me was the healer, and the other one was the tank, and I was the DPS.
These villages are free from the clasp of the illagers. All thanks to you.
Let's see if the shop actually improved. I think it said 5 villagers, and I think we just freed 5.
I think we did.
So now the village
Bing.
has 3 things in it. Huzzah! Wow, we need to rescue 9 more villagers to get another slot open in the shop.
Damn.
I'll be honest, I don't know if that's happening.
Not tonight.
A Resolute Tempest Knife. Sounds cool. Wow, 2 enchantment slots. How can I say no?
Exploding crossbow. I want some more interesting armor, but it's hard to give up the armor I have now because it gives me a bonus to melee damage, as well as damage reduction and extra health.
We have to defeat the Arch Illager again to get another slot for the blacksmith.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Now, but your team power went up. You're up to 49 now, as far as I can tell.
Oh, yay. It does say I'm level 52.
52. Okay.
Damn, I
so,
jumped like 5 levels just tonight.
so how the hell is our team power 49 if my power is 54?
Is it based on our gear? Because none of my gear is as high as my level.
Maybe?
My bow is 42, my armor's 42, and my weapon's 46.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's based off of equipment level. That's gotta be what it is.
Which, I mean, honestly, I don't have any. The highest thing I have is 48. And it's nothing I want to use. I like vines. And I like my little charm totem. Charm, whatever.
Alright, we're gonna do a random mission to see where it takes us.
Alrighty. Mystery! Traveling to random.
The nether fortress before
Better not be that fucking
is
water level.
protected not just by
Now, if there's
walls
no
and
water in the nether,
fortifications,
it just evaporates right
Phew.
away.
an endless supply of deadly lava.
There's
Your
melted
only hope
rock
is to
water.
find a safe path that leaves you
Yeah,
unscorched
fortunately we don't have to swim
and
through it.
ready to face
Thank
the
goodness.
In fact, they
challenges
actively
ahead.
discourage that sort of thing.
Okay, phew.
Is there a
Find the
Metroid
thing.
game where you had to swim through lava?
I don't know. I am not familiar with that series. I played a bit of Prime, but I never finished it.
Oh, well, Prime was like the totally different one, so... Like, if you wanted something that was, like, representative of the series, it'd be, like, probably, Fusion or Dread or...
Yeah, my friend said Dread was really good.
And Dread's on my list. Definitely want to play that. But I love me Metroidvanias. Metroidvania is just a lot of fun. Indivisible was one I played recently. That was really good.
I don't know if I know that one.
It was an indie studio that made it, but it was basically a Metroidvania. Ooh, holy fuzzy cats, that was a lot of damage. Okay, we
My
just need to
God,
kill the gas.
Jesus
The gas is
Christ.
just throwing all the fire, and then all the other frickin' other nonsense. Okay, yeah, good. You charmed some of the fire people, which is great. That was a bad shot.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I was like, yeah, go fight your boss, please.
Okay. Got a shot in. Occasionally. That hurt him. Holy. No, get out of there. Don't die. Man, that was close. Oh, okay. Hello there, gassed. Got you on the rocks. On the ropes. One of those. Rocks or ropes?
Yeah, get him. He's
It's
looking
all
at
the
me.
same.
He's looking at me. Get him.
There we
Woohoo!
go. I think that's the first time we have not died to a ghast.
We did it!
But I think
I'm
there's
so
usually
proud of
like
us.
2 of them. So
Yeah, that's true. They do seem to come in pairs a lot, don't they?
maybe that's because there were 3 of us before, and now since there's only 2 of us, it's actually
Like,
even for a ghast.
the game's like, well, I guess we'll be nice. Oop.
Oh, whoops.
I don't think that was. Is
Yeah,
that? No, I don't think it's
what?
right.
Huh?
Yeah, what
What
just happened?
Somehow we procced the opening, but we weren't anywhere near it. So how did...
I'm confused.
What the hell? So we're over here. Because that's where these items are. That's very strange.
Ow, 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 ow.
That's a lot of fire. Turns out staying in fire not recommended.
Oh,
And
there's
one
a
of
fucking
those.
spawner over there.
That's a lot of death. That's a lot of death. I don't know where I got that arrow from, but I'm appreciating it.
Of course.
Okay. Beware of the trap. As is tradition.
As is tradition.
Okay, seems like the fire should have cooked the pork for me and made it better, but that's just me.
Did we win?
We did.
Did we do it?
We got out.
Treasure!
Found a broken saw blade, which is absolute garbage.
I got reinforced mail.
Oh, Shazbot, this guy's huge. Beware, beware. And apparently he's immune to my damage. What the hell? I'm shooting him and nothing's happening. Is that the same for you?
Get him with the TNT!
I tried to get there, but it wouldn't allow it. Yeah, he seems to be immune to damage. I don't know what the deal is. Hitting him with arrows, nothing. Even with,
Yeah, what the heck?
I don't know why he's immune.
Throwing the TNT. That didn't
Nope,
even work.
he took no damage. What the actual hell? Oh, you know what? Maybe we need to destroy the things around him first, because he's got less widgets around. Yeah, okay, that was it. The widgets around him were protecting him, but now he's got no widgets.
Okay.
Got no widgets, sir. We're doomed. And he disappeared because he knew he was doomed.
Yeah, get out of
We
here.
didn't kill him, did we? I didn't see a thing that said victory. Where'd he go?
He lives to fight another day, I guess.
Can I actually hit you guys from here if I that good of a shot? Nope. Total whiff. Total whiff. Okay, we need to hit that. Oh, we need. Okay, so there's two keys or two things over there. Oh, what the? Where'd you guys come from? I killed this.
Get out of here!
Arrows do not quite enough damage. Oh, we just still don't have it. Oh, the other side.
There's more.
seems-
There's more. But wait, there's more.
Are infomercials still a thing? They still have like an infomercial.
I don't know.
channel?
I don't have cable.
I don't either. But it seems like cable's still a thing. Like my parents still have cable. Like I mock them for it, but they still have regular cable channels. I don't think we can get through here. I think we've got to go around.
I think we've hit all the buttons. There's gotta be a better way.
Yeah, the better way is not cable.
Whee! Oh. I thought I was you. Hey, there's treasure chest back here.
No, no, I've got the goat head.
And I got a key.
Yeah, but as soon as you take damage, it's gonna start running away again. So, you know, don't take damage.
I'll try. Is it yelling at us to go in this door?
I think so. That's the door with the key. So that's the door we tried to open originally, and it wouldn't work.
Oh.
So now you have the key for it. It should work
I've
now.
got the key. Now we have to find another key. Hooray!
Oh, not this way. It's back the way we were. It's back through here, really?
Dang. Oh yeah, weren't we here already?
We were here.
Just a big loop.
So we want to
Uh-oh.
travel down that way. We want to go this way, apparently.
Oh god, oh my god, oh my god.
You okay?
Bad spawner.
So does your fire damage work on these fire guys? I would think they would be immune.
That's a good question.
How far away is this place?
The longest walk.
Right? And we already defeated everything in here, so it's kind of funny they told us to go back. I wonder if we could have just kept pressing forward and unlocked both keys.
Wait a minute. What the fuck? Weren't we here too? That's where I got the key.
Yeah, what the hell?
Oh no. Did we go through this door already?
Now I'm confused.
What does it want from us?
Yeah, what the hell? This is the same. Okay, so wait a minute. If we look at the map, there's a left side. Yeah, there's a left
Fuck
side.
you, get out of here.
That we didn't go to. So maybe we go that way. Maybe there's something over there. Oh no. Yeah, this way. That's right. So we've never been here. Probably for good reason, apparently.
That didn't seem like anything interesting.
No, but isn't this a door here? Nope, it's not a door. What the actual hell? Okay, maybe it's... I mean, I say it could be through this door here. We've never been here, apparently. I guess we did look at this and decide not to, so I guess there's that. Going to die. Okay, leveling up is good. I like leveling up. It heals me, for one.
Whee! Treasure!
I mean, it's just a bonus area. Just gives us treasure and that's it.
Aw.
Yeah, because that looks like that's the entire thing. The rest of it's blocked out. We can't do it.
Well, well, fork.
Okay, so... I mean, they just want us to go all the way south? That seems wrong somehow. Is there a way to look at, like, the larger map?
Don't know.
Okay, according to the map, there's a left side that still has a locked chest in it. So we go, like, over this way. Which is where they say they want us to go. Got the TNTs will help. And locked chest is past lava. What the hell?
Boy.
Don't know if I can do this. I'm willing to try it, but I think it'll kill me. You should take a look at this. This is pretty crazy.
What? How am I supposed to get over there?
I think if I swallow a potion, I might be able to do it, but I would have to get like a swiftness potion too, and I don't have that.
If you touch the lava, is it just instant die?
It's not instant kill. It's very heavy tick damage, but it's doable. It's like 38 per tick, which is a lot.
I mean, I can't imagine what it might be. More arrows, some bread.
I mean, it could be a really cool saw blade, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I think I'm gonna die, but I'm gonna try it.
You did it! You did it!
And I'm dead. I couldn't.
Oh no!
It was still hot, even where the chest is. I don't think you can bring me back because my body is in the lava.
Ah.
It says await rescue, but I can't await rescue. Yeah,
Oh,
see, you
there we
just
go.
died too. Well, okay, then
There
we
we
just...
go.
That's alright. We have 2 left. 2 continues, so we're fine.
Na-na!
So, the treasure, does it just stay down there?
Okay,
Yep.
who cares?
Yep, it just stays there. Alright, just got the gold. What the hell do they want us to do? Because this is the exit we went through before.
I don't
keys,
fucking know.
keys,
I'm
keys.
confused. Is there somewhere we haven't been?
That's what I'm trying to look through the map for, but I can't see the entire map at once, so I can't tell.
If you hold the down button, it'll
Oh, there we
pause
go.
and go to a map, but you can't zoom it. I can't move
Yeah,
it.
I can't move, but there is a little bit of stuff we haven't done. Over on the right side of the south. Apparently that's stuff we haven't looked
not
at.
much,
Incomplete.
alrighty.
Yeah. But it kind of feels like that's reaching, because I don't think there'd be an exit there. Well, it's bad guys. More experience for us. Okay, and I'm assuming a very similar room on the right. Yeah, pretty similar. Okay, but no way out.
Yeah, what the heck are we supposed to do? Game?
Yeah, why is the marker lying to us? That's what I don't understand. And it says find the golden key, so I guess we're still missing, and we already knew we were missing the key, we just don't know where it is.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what this is pointing us to, is it's pointing us to the gate, which doesn't matter right now because we have to still find the
Yeah,
key.
like I feel like this game does like to do that. It's like, here's where you need to go. It's like, yeah, but not right this second. Oh, there is more map we have not done.
Okay, I'm in a new spot. You should teleport to me. Because I went past the diamond gate, and that led me to a new area.
Oh, I'm like on the other side of the map where I also found area that is unaccomplished.
Oh, well then maybe I should go to you. Let me go ahead and defeat these guys, and then I'll come back to you. Okay.
Get out of here.
But you're just making all kinds of new friends.
I love making friends.
Boy, just slowly just getting ticked down to death. It's not the fire, it's the wither. If it's not the wither, it's more fire.
Fire, wither, fire.
Okay, so theoretically follow the marker. Ha 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 ha. So close.
Ow.
I'm not loving this dagger.
No,
Maybe I'd like
no
to trade
good.
it. The hammer was much better. I don't think I destroyed the hammer though, so I think just need to go back to our chests and get it. Kinda wish we could tell where these doors went. Like if they
Yeah,
were
where the-
labeled
where
or
the-
something.
Where the heck are we supposed to go?
And we still got more of this area we haven't seen yet, so I guess north a little bit, just see what happens. Okay,
Where's
so
the
much for
damn
that.
golden key? Damn it.
Over on the western side? Oh, I can't fall down there. Okay.
We will find out. Another spawner, what a surprise.
Well, the fact they locked our progress is actually a good sign. It might indicate we're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Getting around all this fire is going to be troublesome, but... Cog crossbow,
Hooray.
that sounds bad.
I got one of those too. I just got another one.
Okay, I mean, we're getting all
Are
the
we-
loot.
okay.
That's fun, but, like...
Are we
we're-
officially out of area? For on this side anyway?
I think on this side, yes. So I want to go through the door, see what happens. Okay, this is another loot area, so I guess we could do it, but there's no point, because it won't do us any good. That's a lot of nonsense. Oh, that was
Holy
my
moly.
best TNT ever. That will never happen again. I hope you enjoyed it.
It was beautiful.
There we go. Spawner down.
Money, money, money.
Even the legendary mechanized saw blade is garbage compared to what I currently have, apparently.
Sad.
Okay. So where I was before was back past the Diamond Gate. There was a door that led to a new area, and it seems like once it's past the Diamond Gate, that means it should go to where the Golden Key is. Because the Golden Key is next, right?
Yep.
Just have to remember how to get back there. I guess we just follow the markers. It'll lead us back there eventually.
Yeah. Go this way?
Apparently. The rolling actually slows you down, apparently.
Yeah, I walk slower when I'm recovering.
It's like you're exhausted and going, well, that's it. I've tumbled today.
Oh my god,
that's all I'm doing."
one somersault, that's all I can handle.
I mean, I can do 2, but that's about it.
Oh, if I do too, I'll be wiped.
It's like doing burpees.
Oh my god. No, don't walk off the wall.
Okay, so this is where the gate was. So now we should be able to ignore the marker entirely. And we actually want the door past the Diamond Gate here. And this should be the door we want. This is a brand new area and a brand new marker, so maybe the marker is actually going to lead us the right way. God, that was a terrible TNT.
We need the stairs. There we go.
Come on, with their nonsense. Get away from me. The explosive crossbow is actually working out pretty well here. Just I'm running out of arrows.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, fight your friends.
Just a constant tick noise. Tick, 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 tick,
I
tick.
know.
It's like, just can't get away from it. Okay, it's a trap. Shimmy.
Why am I just
Might
constantly on
die
fire?
anyway? Yeah, I died anyway. Embers fade. I like that. That's good. Okay, we survived.
Hooray.
This is technically the wrong way, but I don't know. Like, there's only one room here. How bad could it be? I had to ask.
Spawner bad.
Okay, that actually wasn't that bad. Could have been worse. you better run. You're running into the lava. That's a good idea. Good survival tactics there.
Whee!
If I were a golden key, where would I be? More arrows. I could always use more arrows. Where'd you guys even come from? Are you allowed to spawn behind us? That just seems rude. Well, you unlock something.
Oh, look, there's like stairs here.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'm sure there's more bad guys somewhere, right?
Yeah, it must be. There's a purple barrier.
That hurts, that hurts. Yep, that hurt. Turns out fire bad.
Fire indeed hot.
Okay, so we must have the golden key now, I guess. News to me, but I'll take it. Do we have the golden key? I don't see.
I mean, wouldn't it be on one of our backs?
Yeah. Maybe it's through the door here, up top. Maybe we open the way to the golden key. Oh, you have to go all the way around town. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, unlocked this door, which got us down here to where we were. Maybe there's a golden
Plays
key
the
over
maze.
here. Oh, there's a spawner. Should have thrown him just a little bit further to the spawner.
Boo spawner.
Okay, but what now? Okay, there's a golden dot on the map. On the map, I'm going for the golden dot. Seems
Go
like
for the gold.
Oh, and the golden dot's the golden key. That's where we need to put that's the golden lock.
Oh, for God's sake.
What the hell's golden key? We must have found oh, here it is. There it is. You see it? You see it? It's right there.
And... Okay. Can we get up there this way?
I guess. Yeah, so when I opened the door, I must have just... Yeah.
Alright, got the fucking key.
Dang Nether, man. Oh, and bad guys. They object to us having the key. Okay. Plug this bad boy in, we might actually be able to get out of here.
Fingers crossed.
It's probably a trap, because this guy looks like a bad guy.
It's a trap.
Oh, holy...
Whoa.
Okay. Don't stand there. The poor little golem guy, though. Oh, and so the fire's just gonna constantly erupt, huh? Alright. Alright. I dig it. At least there's no spawners. Of course, they will just randomly spawn anyway, but... And there's our big guy. Hello, big guy. Take care of your little minions first, and then we can deal with you.
Holy crap!
Yeah, that's a lot of fire. It's a lot. Might be able to get you. Oh, no, bad timing, bad timing. It's alright, though. Maybe... Got you. I thought I got you up there. Nope. I really thought I had you, and then I could dodge away, but I just timed it wrong. Oh, we just
It's all
start
good.
here. Okay.
Is that thing not? Oh, it's gotta destroy its outsides.
Yeah,
That's right.
gotta destroy its outsides. There we go. We might be free. Maybe.
Freedom!
Yeah, there we go.
Victory!
Man, that took us everywhere. That took us all around.
That was ridiculous.
Map markers. Use them, won't you?
Okay, yeah. We need icons, please.
Need some kind of indicator where to go, because it's just a fucking maze. Oh, lightning rod. That sounds cool. Spin souls caught on a bolt of lightning onto an area. Okay.
I got a ghost cloak.
That's pretty badass. It's gonna take souls to use, but maybe I just need to get more soul things. Well, there's a soul knife the shopkeeper's selling. That's not a bad idea. Okay, so I'll use this soul knife. It's gotta be better than my current blade. So many freaking saw blades. That was the crown of
Every saw
blades.
blade.
Cool. Okay, so this is level 52 for me, but I think when I hand it to you, it's appropriate for your level. Let's see what happens.
It says 51.
Okay. I'm assuming you want to use it. I know you still
which
like
is
your
cool.
other weapon.
Let's see here. Long continuous attacks. Why not? Oh wow, look at that. Whee! Oops, didn't mean to do that.
Don't need turtle armor. I need soul armor. Well, it gives me a healing boost, so I'll use it anyway. So what the hell?
You do you, little golem.
This Strolander's better. Well, I don't have any soul armor, but I'm sure I can get some next time.
You're looking like Luigi.
A little bit, yeah. But I really want to use the lightning thing,
Nice.
and that requires soul blades, or at least soul stuff. Stab. Hopefully it actually does a lot of damage, otherwise it's going to be pretty disappointing.
Fingers crossed.
Alright, it is 9 o'clock. How do you feel?
I am a bit tired.
Okay, we can call it. I'm kind of
Myself.
surprised we didn't see Fox, but maybe he did fall asleep.
I mean, that's my guess. I think that's usually the most likely scenario if he doesn't arrive.
Although I did take
Yeah,
a while
I
to respond that I would be up for gaming, so maybe he just assumed it wasn't happening.
maybe assumed. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, there's been a couple of nights this week where I didn't get the best sleep, so I'm sure that's contributing to it.
Yeah, I've just been, absolute a mess this whole week, so I'm probably gonna go to bed too. All right.
Recharge yourself.
Exactly.
Well, good job. Go team. Go team of 2.
Yeah, we did. We'd actually fared well. We didn't lose any missions. We defeated some big bads. We got some loot. All good stuff.
We did it.
All right.
High
See you
five.
next week.
Virtual high five. See ya.
Bye.